Here's a topic that I'm sure that a lot of you are going to either shake your head and yes, or you're going to shake your head and say no. And that is sales and negotiations. What's the difference? Sales focuses on the top line. What can we do to close the deal? And negotiations is about the terms, protecting the margin, reducing risk, intellectual property. And they are completely different. And if you're standing there saying, I don't know, I don't need this, I understand what negotiations is, it's because you have overconfidence. So 67% of professionals have never been formally trained in negotiations, according to LinkedIn. So you're probably sitting there saying, I don't need negotiations. I close big deals all the time. That's the overconfidence bias coming in, something you've never practiced or formally been trained in, yet somehow you're really good at it. And what happens is people say, I'm closing big deals, so I'm negotiating the contract. You're really not negotiating the contract. More likely, you're negotiating the price. And then the terms and everything thereafter come in after you've closed the deal. And so this was pretty evident when I was on the leadership team for a $350 million line of business. And we were redoing the MSA and going through, and I was just pulling random contracts and proposals and looking at the terms and what we agreed to, from payment terms to intellectual property, overall rates, structure, you name it. And it was pretty alarming at how bad our terms were and what people were agreeing to. And when you looked at it, it was like, wow, these are principals. They're making lots of money and they're agreeing to terms that are absolutely terrible for the organization. Because what happens is we focus more on, did you get the sale? Not all the stuff that goes along with it. And negotiations is hard. It's conflict to some degree. And most people, as I've discussed before, don't like conflict. So this is for everybody out there where you're selling, you think you're doing a lot of good stuff. Take time, stop, look at some of the videos I put on negotiation, because it's worth taking some time to practice these things, because at the end of the day, just because you sell the top line doesn't mean you're helping your bottom line. Take care.